All right, today we're going to look at just talk about the garden imagery of the Song of Songs. And um, why that's important is one of the themes in the Bible is, again, it comes from the story of Scripture. Adam and Eve in the Garden of Eden, that place of intimacy with God and with one another. They were naked, Genesis 2, 24, 25, 24, and they were not ashamed. And that nakedness is not just physical, it was, emotional, it was relational. And that's what we were made for with God at the foundation, and then with other human beings. We were made for relationship with one another. And all this garden imagery in the Song of Songs. Again, can you think of any other place in Scripture where there is a garden setting and there is, two lovers, a man and a woman, seeking each other, made for relationship or desiring relationship for one another? It's Genesis 2. It's, Genesis 1 and 2, Adam and Eve, and that garden state, Genesis 3, that they lived in before the fall, before they took from the tree of the knowledge of good and evil, that they had an intimacy with God and with one another. And so the Song of Songs is kind of like riffing on that theme, that idea. It's, love, healthy love of a husband and wife for one another, is a taste of the Garden of Eden, is a taste of that, Eden-like state that we've been made for, that God is looking to bring back to humanity, to bring back to the earth, right? Like God is looking to come down again and be with his people, to be with all humanity, all who want that relationship with him. And so the love that we see of the beloved and the loved, of the man and the woman here in the Song of Songs is meant to be something that points us to a greater reality. God's love for us. God pursues us. We'll talk about it just a little bit more tomorrow. And because just the place of the Song of Songs in the Scriptures, there's a part where I think we can reflect and mourn the loss of intimacy that happened because of sin, that happens because of sin. And so we can reflect within and go, where is sin within me causing a lack of openness, a lack of, or putting up barriers in relationship? Because that's what sin does. It damages relationships, our relationship within ourselves, our relationship with others, and our relationship with God. And so it causes a lack of intimacy. We're not feeling close to God. We're not feeling close with others, or those that, maybe have sinned against us, or we have sinned against. And sin can also cause us to not know ourselves very well, because why do I not want to have a relationship with this person? Or why don't I want to forgive? And we can blame the other person and not look within and see that we may be equally, even more so, at fault for what is going on in a relationship. So this garden imagery of the song is meant to take us back to the Garden of Eden, to what was, what could have been, to today, because of Jesus, of what can be, what might be today for us, as we just allow God's love to be at the center of what we're doing and what we're about, and to lead us into relationship with others. And it points us to what will be one day when Jesus returns, and the new heaven and new earth, the new garden city, the new Jerusalem returns, the temple of God, to be, us as his people will be with him. He will be our God, and we will be his people in full, experiencing the intimacy of that relationship. So the garden imagery here is meant to kind of just provoke our thinking to the whole story of God in the Scriptures again. So again, not sure where reflecting on that may take you today, but wherever it does, may it be a place where the Lord blesses you and keeps you. The Lord makes his face to shine upon you. The Lord is gracious to you And would you know his peace today? God bless.